Hey, now that we've talked about burnout and how it affects you, I want to focus on something really important: how to make your life feel a little lighter. Not perfect, not completely stress free, just lighter. Because when you're burnt out, one of the biggest problems is that your brain and body start feeling like they never get a break. You wake up already thinking about what needs to be done, you spend the day reacting to things, and by the end of the night, you're exhausted, but your mind is still running. A lot of autism moms live in constant urgency. Everything feels important, immediate, and like it has to be handled right now. And over time, that creates a life where you never fully breathe. So, in this lesson, I want to help you start creating small moments of breathing room in your day, because healing from burnout doesn't always start with huge changes. Sometimes it starts with removing pressure. One of the first things I want you to ask yourself is, what am I carrying that doesn't actually need to be carried right now? I know that's hard because when you've been in survival mode for a long time, your brain starts treating everything like an emergency. But everything is not an emergency, and you do not have to solve your entire life in one day. Sometimes burnout gets worse because we're mentally trying to manage everything all at once: the appointments, routines, cleaning, everything. So instead of trying to fix everything, I want you to focus on creating more space mentally and emotionally. That might look like simplifying your routines, saying no more often, lowering unrealistic expectations, or choosing rest instead of overworking yourself. Now, I also want for you to stop measuring your worth by productivity. You do not need to earn your rest. You do not need to completely exhaust yourself before you deserve a break. And honestly, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is slow down enough to regulate yourself again. Another thing that really helps burnout is creating what I call pause moments. Tiny moments where your nervous system gets a chance to breathe. Not expensive self care, not perfection, just small resets. Maybe that's sitting in silence for 5 minutes, taking a slow shower after a hard day, stepping outside for air, listening to music, drinking coffee without multitasking, and letting yourself rest without guilt for a moment. These little moments matter more than people realize, because burnout recovery is not about becoming a completely different person overnight, but also about slowing down and creating a life that doesn't constantly drain you. And I know some days will still feel hard, but the goal is to stop living every single day in crisis mode. But you deserve moments of peace too. And in the next lesson, we are going to talk about how to emotionally regulate yourself during overwhelming days so you don't constantly feel like you're drowning emotionally. I'll see you soon. Bye.
I love you, Mommy.